How did a Mexican mechanic save Ferrari? This is the untold story of the miracle that saved the Ferrari organization. In 1950, the Pan American race arose. One of the most demanding endurance races in history that tested the best cars and the most experienced and daring drivers of the time. Umberto Maglioli and his Ferrari 375 Plus were in the lead on the fourth and final stage of the race. Shortly before finishing the fourth stage, his car began to fail. His Ferrari 375 Plus had an oil leak through a hole in the crankcase. In the middle of a deserted stretch of road and without a spare part for this vital part of the car, hopes of finishing the race were slim to none. In the fifth stage of the race, and when the car was practically about to stop working, Umberto Maglioli made a stop in the middle of the road when he saw a small workshop called El Milagro. Maglioli was received by Renato Martínez, who was the owner and only mechanic of the workshop in the middle of nowhere. Renato Martínez confirmed to Maglioli that it was indeed an oil leak in the crankcase and that he had a creative solution to repair it in moments. At least to be able to finish his trip, Renato Martínez picked up a bucket and a large bar of soap. He also took 3 small bottles of Coca-Cola and gave them to Maglioli and said, "While you drink these Coca-Colas, I will fix your car." An incredulous Maglioli could only sit back, drink the Cokes and hope for a miracle. Meanwhile, Renato Martínez disassembled the Ferrari and, using the bar of soap, began to gradually rub the sump with it. By friction, the soap melted and created a paste that sealed the leak hole. The soap cuts the oil and sticks to the metal of the crankcase, and when it solidifies it became rock hard. Amazed, Maglioli thanked Renato and took a small Rolleiflex camera out of the Ferrari, which he used to take a picture of that miraculous moment. El Milagro workshop and Renato next to the Ferrari under repair were immortalized. Umberto Maglioli in his Ferrari 375 Plus finished the 5th stage of the race in first place and changed the history of Ferrari forever. Although Ferrari was a well-known car in Europe, it was not in America, and the brand was far from being an economically viable business. Ferrari desperately needed to prove to America that its cars were superior, fast and reliable. Winning the race would bring them recognition and enable their sales in the United States, which would help them save the brand from bankruptcy. Some time later, Renato Martínez received by mail the printed photograph that Maglioli had taken of that moment. The photograph was signed, "To my friend Renato," from Umberto Maglioli. The photograph came along with a letter thanking Renato and saying, "Renato, the Mexican miracle that helped Ferrari." That letter was signed by a man named Enzo Ferrari.